problems will haunt us some more time. But it is with us how to manage things. So with this, again and again during the day, ఎక్కడైతే అవసరమైతే నేను కూడా ఇంటర్వ్యూన్ అవుతాను. అదర్వైజ్ విల్ మూవ్ ఫార్వర్డ్. ఫైనల్గా నేను రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసేది పోయిన కాన్ఫరెన్స్కి ఈ కాన్ఫరెన్స్కి మనం మెరుగ్గా చేసాం. నెక్స్ట్ కాన్ఫరెన్స్కి పర్ఫెక్షన్ రావాలి. విత్ దిస్ ఐఎమ్ థ్యాంకింగ్ ఆల్ ఆఫ్ యూ. థ్యాంక్ యూ అంటున్నాను.
Thank you, sir, for putting the people first as in the administration and also on one idea and people first. I think these two will be our takeaway for all the district collectors today, sir. Thank you so much for the inspiring and motivating speech, sir. Permission of the chair, sir. We will start with the first session, sir, on Vision Andhra 2047. Will be presented by Principal Secretary Finance, Shri Piyush Kumar.
Thank you, sir. Very warm welcome, sir. Honorable Chief Minister, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Honorable members of the Cabinet Council of Ministers, Chief Secretary, DGP, and senior colleagues. Very hearty welcome to all the district collectors, sir. It is only befitting, sir, that we start the first session by taking up the visioning and the overall planning exercise, and I'm thankful for the opportunity, sir. Already the concept has been introduced by Honorable CM, sir, so I'll be very brief. The presentation is in three parts. One is the action taken report from the last conference. Second part is the state of economy, the GSDP growth figures that we have got. And most importantly, this one Andhra exercise which Honorable CM is launching day after tomorrow. So for that concept which has already been explained. So last time in the collectors conference we had discussed about, it was just the starting of the new government, that we had talked about three key concepts which Honorable CM had given to the planning department to work on. One was the zero poverty, where we use the collective community mode to ensure that the poverty is elevated. The absolute poverty in our state is about 4%. Around 22 lakh population is still, as per the Niti Aayog estimates, below the poverty line. So as part of the vision exercise, it is the objective to have achieve zero poverty through P4 policies by embodying the principles of social responsibility. This concept the planning department has been working on. Along with the Vision Andhra Pradesh exercise last 3 months, we have also looked at how this zero poverty has to be achieved, and action will be initiated on these policy fronts once the program is launched. The second important point that we had discussed last time was the P4 model. Earlier, when in 90s, when the economy was opened up and a lot of emphasis on development was given, the P3 model had come in, where the public and private partnership was envisaged to take up the infrastructure work. Now, taking that step forward in the social infrastructure sector, we have the P4 model, where public, people, private partnership is envisaged. The public here is not only the recipient or the passive participant in this model, but they are also the active stakeholder in the program. So it is people's initiative that comes forward to take up objectives like zero poverty to be taken up. Now this concept also, along with Swarna Andhra, has been developed upon, and once the program is released, we will be coming up with the guidelines on taking this forward. Similarly, Honorable CM has talked about the demographic management. Active population management is an important part if we have to envision beyond the next 25 years how the development is going to take place. So as part of this exercise, a separate population management policy framework is being worked out. Planning department along with the medical and health department has come up with a concept plan, and we will be working out soon, that is next week, 18th, we'll be coming out with a draft policy which will be put in the public domain. There'll be discussions around. So all the districts also, I would request the collectors to take active participation on this and look at the demographic trends in your district and contribute to the sessions, contribute to the draft policy which will be then be finalized. Thank you. Next, we have GSDP review. Already Honorable CM sir has talked about where we are in the second quarter. If you look at the overall GSDP trend, We were in 2014-15 when the state was bifurcated. Our economy of the state of Andhra Pradesh was 5,25,000 crore. That has grown to 14,40,000 crore in the 23-24, and current year it is about 16,40,000 crore. So that is the size of the economy that we are looking at. And then of course agriculture, industry and services. If we look at industry sector has been fairly stable. In between, if you look at it has been about 25% range. Agriculture from 30% has grown to 34%, while services from 40% has to come to 40%. So that is the current status that we are looking at. Then if you look at the performance last 10 years, in the first 5 years, 2014 to 19, we had grown at 13.5%, as Honorable CM has just explained. 1% point is about 16,000 crore. So the 3.5% that has been taken away, nearly actually it comes to about 76,000 crore because it is cumulative over 5 years. But then there is slight effect of the COVID period where they are shrinking. So around 50,000 crore, as Honorable CM had explained, is something, this opportunity we have lost because of this shrinking of the growth. Now, if we look at the current quarter, from the first quarter, the growth of all India growth was 9.7%, and we were slightly less, 9.55%. Now, in this quarter report, which has come last month, all India growth has been 8%, whereas we have grown at 8.75. So we have been slightly doing in this quarter. We have done slightly better than the all India growth. Of course, industry, there is a sharp decline. If you look at industry, all India from 9.5% has come down 4.2%, whereas of course we have also declined, but not that much. We are from 8% to we have come to about 6%. So that is one concern. I think that's cyclical and it will be revised in the third quarter. And as Honorable CM had just mentioned, we are looking at overall this year growth. We are targeting to be around 10%, and then of course we have to grow about to 15%. So that is one target which we will be communicating from planning side to all the collectors very frequently, and as part of Swarna Andhra Vision Cell also, you will be monitoring it closely. Then if you look at the sector-wise breakup within the sectors, on the agriculture side, the 8.14% is what we have performed as opposed to 6.9% at the all India level, and the major contribution comes from agriculture, horticulture, livestock, forestry and fishing. Now, in this the trend, if you look at, there has been a slight lag in the forestry side. Fishing, aqua has not been doing that for earlier. It was in double digit. Now that we need to revive and we need to focus on that sector also. Now, industry, if we look at on the industry side, in the second half of the left side box, while all India performance has been 4.2%, we have done 5.96%, especially mining. 5.745% we have increased, and construction is just now picking up. It is at 10.66%. With Amaravati and lot of other works coming up, this is a sector that will be performing, and we will be looking at some good dividend in coming times on this sector. Similarly, services sector, we have grown at 11.71%, whereas all India growth has been 10.1%. Now, in this, the major contribution are from hotel, restaurants, communications, banking sector, real estate. There has been some jump. Public administration, of course, some activities that we have taken up, that is resulting in about 20% growth on that. Now, if you look at the gross district domestic product, so GDDP is what you will be looking at in your districts closely. The service size sector-wise breakup of each district also we have just presented as part of your district plan. I'm sure you would already be looking at it closely. Top 3 district in terms of GDP, the GSDP contribution is Visakhapatnam, NTR, and Krishna district. Agriculture-wise, the East Godavari and West Godavari districts, and then the services sector. So this is the breakup from agriculture, industry, and services. This breakup is district-wise. I think as part of your team, you will be looking at what are these growth strategies for various areas that you'll be taking up. So this is now this is the breakup. Now, in order to achieve, presently we are around 8.75% or 9%. Now, if we have to grow to the objective which Honorable CM has set up, the target of 15% growth, the first exercise that we have taken up is the Swarna Andhra Vision 2047 program. Now, immediately upon the formation of the new government, they were twin, the problems that Honorable Finance Minister spoke about and Honorable Chief Minister also discussed that, as you're aware, there are deep financial crises that we face. We had to postpone the budget session by 3 months and we had taken some corrective measures. Now the budget has been presented. The three objectives of the budget is: one, to resolve the backlog problems, which we are trying to do. Out of 94 schemes in the central sector schemes which were held up because of diversion of funds and UC non-payment of non-giving payment of money, the utilization certificates were held back. About 73 schemes of the CSS we have been able to revive in this last 4 months period. And there are about 20 more CSS schemes where that exercise currently we are taking up. So the budget has been with the three objectives, three approaches that we have taken is: one, to rectify the older problem by correcting the bills, creating sufficient fiscal space for the welfare program, the Super 6 and other things which we have to take up. For that, new revenue measures, how we have to augment the revenue resources that we are looking at, and more importantly, the creating the platform for development of the state. Development is, growth is a natural process, but development is always a directional growth. So we have to have a direction, as has been shown, under the leadership of visionary leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister. In 90s, when we had started with Vision 2020, how the combined state had grown and how that benefits today we are reaping in terms of IT sector. Now the vision exercise for next 25 years, which already Government of India had started. Under the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, the Viksit Bharat is a campaign which Government of India is doing. We had invited Niti, to collaborate with us. Last 4 months, we have done extensive exercise. All the collectors, all the districts, you have done that, taken up that as part of that exercise. The Mandal plan and the district plan have been prepared, which of course some of the districts you will be presenting also tomorrow. And now next step is also to prepare a constituency level plan. So Honorable CM has announced in the assembly that each segment, each 175 assembly constituencies also there will be a plan. So planning department, those actions have been given. By March we will be preparing a constituency level plan also in line with what we have done already. Now the district plans are ready. As Honorable CM has informed that day after tomorrow in a big program, the people will be dedicating these plans to the people. So various section of people who have contributed in this program, in development of this vision, 17 lakh people had contributed. There was a good response from all the districts and villages. So we are inviting them, and in a befitting program, this will be launched. Now the vision Andhra Pradesh or Swarna Andhra 2047 has main point, as Honorable CM has explained: healthy, wealthy, and happy Andhra Pradesh is the tagline that we are taking up. 2.4 trillion economy is what we are targeting. Presently, we are about 0.17 trillion economy. So we want to go to 2.4 trillion with a per capita GDP of 42,000, which is the highest by any state. Gujarat has come recently with its 25 years program, where it is about 40,000. So we have a target of to overtake that also. And for this, 15% growth in next 25 years is what we have to target. And as part of that vision exercise, we are also looking at 5 years action plan. So as part of district plan, you have already developed that, and once it is launched the day after tomorrow, a closer follow-up will be taken up. As Honorable Chief Minister has explained, the vision has been taken up on Padi Sutralu. So these are the 10 guiding principles which Honorable CM has presented to Niti Aayog, and it is something which he has developed, and he's been has taken it up and at the national level also. And for the state, these are the 10 principles that are the guiding principles for all the activities under Swarna Andhra that we'll be taking up. It has been explained by Honorable CM: zero poverty, then we have employment and human resource development and skilling to match the growing time. Similarly, water security, interlinking of rivers, focus on agriculture, doubling the agriculture income is as integral part. Logistics, cost optimization and product perfection are three components where we have to, if we have to match the global the level products and all and target the global market, these are three principles that have to be core part of our strategy. Then deep technology and Swachh Bharat are the objectives that we've been taking up. Then if you look at the targets in terms of numbers, what it means, this means that about 40, the current GDP, which is 23-24, it was 14 lakh 39,000 crore with a growth, and the growth has been 10%. Now we have to go to 29 lakh 29,000 crore by in the 5 years. If we have to grow to $2.4 trillion economy, then next 5 years we should be doubling this. So it will be about 30 lakh crore is the target that we have set, and this will require a 15% of cumulative annual growth CAGR. Now, if we look at the sector-wise, services sector has to increase if we have to achieve this target. So at 17.95% is what we are looking at services to grow, and industry to 16%, agriculture 11%. That means intersay, presently agriculture is about 34% of the GSDP. That should come around 28%, and the services sector, which is 40, that has to go to 45% of the GSDP. So the service sectors profiled by AI and the new technology is what is going to give us that extra delta in the growth strategy that we have to take up. So these are important core points at the state level that we'll have to keep in mind when we are targeting to grow at this number. Now, if to do this 30 lakh crore of GSDP, we need an investment incremental ICOR or incremental capital output ratio of about 40 lakh crore. In that 40 lakh crore, about 25 lakh crore is public finance, and about 15 lakh crores will be coming from the public finance, and private finance will be around the remaining part of 25 lakh crores. So that detailing also as part of the exercise day after tomorrow, when we are coming out with the plan, all those financing of this will also be a part of the strategy that we'll be looking at. Now, if we look at the districts that will be of interest to you, similarly, because all the districts have to grow at 15%, so more or less the present position and contribution to the state GSDP will remain same, except a few changes that are there. Tirupati is likely to go up after Visakhapatnam at number 2 place, and TR and Krishna accordingly will become 3rd and 4th place. Otherwise, largely the districts will be common. There is a swap between East Godavari, Vaisar, and similarly Nandyal and Annamaya districts. So those are a few points when you translate these numbers in terms of development parameters. Of course, as collectors, you will be leading these growth parameters, and you will be closely, that will be monitored at various levels, and you will be the leader of change in your districts. So this in some sense will also reflect upon the overall performance of the district and your performance. Then if you look at the key parameters, because if we have to achieve this target, then there'll have to be KPIs and there'll have to be certain standard operating procedures. So KPIs had already been conveyed to all the departments and all the districts. So CPO in your office, in the planning office in districts, there'll be a unit vision monitoring unit, VMU, which will be set up. There'll be a team of experts that will be provided to you who will be closely monitoring. There will be an online system of reporting, village level from panchayat to mandal level, and from mandal to the district level. Those monitoring parameters will be keyed in, and they'll be put up for this review. Now, on the way forward, once we launch this program, this vision day after tomorrow, after that, 15% GSDP growth will be closely monitored on monthly basis by the collectors, bi-monthly by the Chief Secretary, and Honorable CM will be looking at the quarterly reports, and a part of regular collectors review and other collectors conference will be on monitoring these parameters. So this is what we are developing, the vision management unit at the district level, with which will be sufficiently you'll have a sufficient staff there. 5 persons will be giving you from qualified people, will be giving from our side, and then we'll be doing also their training and the online portal management, how that will be done. That you'll need to be closely monitoring. So this program, sir, we are set. It is ready for day after tomorrow launch, sir. And with that, at the district level, we'll be monitoring. Constituency plan also will be prepared, so that each constituency wise honorable MLAs and ministers can also follow it up. And as part of the district development minister, sir, in charge minister, all the honorable ministers will also be monitoring along with the collectors, sir.
any collectors wanted to ask any doubts, clarifications? If you can go through districts, page number 12. As on today, 22-23
Presentation లో page 12.
page number 12,
12 presentation.
slide number 12. No, this is the,
Page number 19 in your booklet.
Yeah, next. Up. Before, earlier.
బిఫోర్ ఇంకా ముందు
Yeah.
యా ఇప్పుడు ఇది చూసినప్పుడు మీకు ఒక ఐడియా ఉంటుంది. విశాఖపట్నం 1,19,268, దట్ ఈస్ 22-23. నౌ ఇట్ విల్ గో 2,64,781. 15% పెట్టుకుంటే ఇప్పుడు గూగుల్ లాంటి కంపెనీస్ వస్తే ఇంకా కూడా క్వాంటమ్ జంప్ రావచ్చు. అలాంటి ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఆ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్ని బట్టి ఆ డెవలప్మెంట్ని బట్టి నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్కి వెళ్ళిపోతూ ఉంటాం. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ కృష్ణ, ఎన్టీఆర్, కృష్ణ వచ్చాయి. నా తిరుపతి మే గో అప్. దానికి ఉండే లాజిస్టిక్స్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ అక్కడ ఉంది. ఎందుకంటే తిరుపతి, నెక్స్ట్ వచ్చి కృష్ణపట్నం, శ్రీ సిటీ, నెల్లూరు, చెన్నై, ట్రై సిటీ హబ్ కింద వస్తుంది కాబట్టి అది కూడా పెరిగే అవకాశాలు ఉన్నాయి. అదే మరిగా మీకు కొన్ని అడ్వాంటేజెస్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు అనంతపూర్ ఒకప్పుడు బ్యాక్వర్డ్గా ఉండేది, అనంతపూర్ కొంచెం ఫార్వర్డ్గా వెళ్ళింది. 5th వచ్చేసారు వాళ్ళు, 6కి వచ్చారు. ఈస్ట్ గోదావరి 10కి పోయింది. ఒకప్పుడు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో అనంతపూర్ కంబైన్డ్ డిస్ట్రిక్ట్, కర్నూలు, కడప మోస్ట్ బ్యాక్వర్డ్. ఎప్పుడైతే హార్టికల్చర్ ఒక లీఫ్ ఫ్రాగ్ తీసుకున్నామో, నేను కాన్షియస్గా అందుకే హార్టికల్చర్ హబ్గా రాయలసీమ తయారు చేస్తా ఉన్నాం. ఎప్పుడైతే హార్టికల్చర్ వచ్చిందో దాంతో అనంతపూర్ 6వ ప్లేస్కి వచ్చింది, కడప కూడా 11వ ప్లేస్కి వచ్చింది. ఈ 2-3 అడ్వాంటేజ్ మీరు చూస్తే కాకినాడ, వెస్ట్ గోదావరి ఇవన్నీ వెనక్కిపోయే పరిస్థితికి వచ్చాయి. ఈవెన్ పల్నాడు, చిత్తూరు ఇవన్నీ వెనక్కిపోయే పరిస్థితికి వచ్చాయి. కోనసీమ కూడా వెనక్కిపోయింది. కోనసీమ ఉన్నది అందాల సీమ, అంతా వాటర్ ఉంది, అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి, 19కి వెళ్ళిపోయింది. అంటే ఒక ఎకానమీలో ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఆ ఆపర్చునిటీస్ అనేటివి ఓపెన్ అప్ అవుతాయి. మనం కూడా రీఓరియంట్ చేయాలి. కలెక్టర్స్ ఇన్ కోనసీమ హ్యాస్ టు థింక్ వాట్ ఈస్ ది ప్రాబ్లం. ఇండస్ట్రీస్ రావడం లేదు, అండర్ ది సేమ్ టైం అగ్రికల్చర్ ఉంది. అగ్రికల్చర్ కూడా మనం ప్యాడీలో ఉన్నాం, లేదంటే కోకోనట్లో ఉన్నాం. అది స్టాండర్డ్ ఇన్కమ్ ఒరిజినల్గా మనకు వచ్చింది. ఇప్పుడు ఇన్నోవేటివ్ ఎకానమీలో నాలెడ్జ్ ఎకానమీ కూడా మనం దోహదం చేయాలి అక్కడ. దట్ ఈస్ వేర్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు థింక్ డిఫరెంట్లీ. మేము కూడా ఆలోచిస్తాం, మీరు కూడా ఆలోచించండి, ఆల్ కలెక్టర్స్. దిస్ ఈజ్ వేర్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్. ఒక్కసారి ఇవి ప్రొజెక్షన్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆలోచనలు వస్తాయి. ఇప్పుడు ఉదాహరణకు నేను విజన్ 2047లో $42,000. As on today, around less than $3,000. 15 times growth రావాలా 23 yearsలో. దట్ ఈస్ వేర్ మీరందరూ కూడా ప్లానింగ్ కానీ ఎగ్జిక్యూషన్ కానీ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ బాక్స్ థింకింగ్ రావాలి. నేను వ్యవసాయం చేస్తున్నా దీంతో అయిపోతాను అనుకుంటే కుదరదు. ఒకప్పుడు నీళ్లు ఉన్నటువంటి జిల్లాలు ఈరోజు ఎన్నికి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాయి, కరువు జిల్లాలు ముందుకు వచ్చేస్తున్నాయి. రేపు నీళ్లు కానీ తీసుకుపోగలిగితే ఆ జిల్లాలు ఇంకా నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్కి వెళ్తాయి. ఈ జిల్లాలను ఏ విధంగా చేయాలని మనం ఆలోచించి ఇక్కడ కూడా పర్ క్యాపిటల్ ఇన్కమ్ పెంచితే తప్ప సాధ్యం కాదు. అల్టిమేట్లీ పర్ క్యాపిటల్ ఇన్కమ్ ఇది ది క్రైటీరియా ఫర్ బెటర్ లివింగ్ స్టాండర్డ్స్, ఫర్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ఇండికేషన్స్.
ఇప్పుడు వెనకొన్ని ముందుకు వచ్చాయి కదా సార్ కొన్ని జిల్లాలు,
అదే
వచ్చాయి సార్. ఇప్పుడు దేని వల్ల వచ్చాయని కూడా కొద్దిగా డీటెయిల్స్ ఉంటే
అదే నేను ఎందుకే చెప్పేది. ఇప్పుడు ఉదాహరణకు అనంతపూర్ ఉంది చెప్పాను, ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పాను. తిరుపతి ఉంది, శ్రీ సిటీ ఇండస్ట్రియలైజేషన్ సర్వీస్ సెక్టర్లో తిరుపతి ముందుకెళ్ళింది. అదే మరి ఏలూరు ఉంది. ఏలూరు ట్రెడిషనల్ ఏలూరు బెటర్గా ఉంది భీమవరం కంటే.
ఇప్పుడు మనకు తెలిసి ఈస్ట్ గోదావరి కాకినాడ మోస్ట్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఇండస్ట్రీకి వస్తుంది, అయినా మనం బ్యాక్ వచ్చామంటే కారణాలు కూడా అన్వేషించాలి సార్.
అన్ని ఆ కారణాలు అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి. దట్ ఇస్ వాట్ ఐఎమ్ సేయింగ్. ఒక వాటర్తోనే కాకుండా మీరు తీసుకునే ఎకనామిక్ యాక్టివిటీ ఏంటి? వన్ ఈజ్ అగ్రికల్చర్, వన్ ఈజ్ సర్వీస్ ఇండస్ట్రీ, వన్ ఈజ్ సర్వీస్. 3 ఏరియాల్లో ఉంటారు మీరు.
Slide number 14, Peters.
Yes, sir. In fact, 6 and 7, sir, that sector-wise breakup is there, sir.
Go back.
6 and 7 slides, sir.
Go back.
Back. Back, yeah.